Jack, 3 points, clean sheet. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely what we needed today. Obviously, we knew the result was going to be the main thing coming into today. Never going to be the prettiest game. Two teams that are dying for 3 points at this stage of the season. Fortunately, we got the first goal with Mo, a great strike. And then, I thought we dug in well. I think questions have rightly been asked of us at some stages of the season when times get tough. Have we got it in us to dig in and get through them scrappy games? And I think today we answered a few of those questions. Obviously, still a long way to go. Still got to do that for another 10 games or whatever it is for the rest of the season, but that's definitely a good starting block.
Yeah, I mean, whatever's gone before, you can put a marker down now and almost start again, I suppose. And this, the managers talked about kind of a mini league, I suppose, and you won the first of those essentially.
That's it. Yeah. Obviously, we don't want to be where we are in the league, but we can't change what's happened this season. There's however many games have gone, and we can't affect those now. Obviously, they're disappointing in the way that we have ended up in this situation, but now there's no point sort of worrying about what could have been, and now it's just about making sure that we do what's required to stay up this year.
The clean sheet, obviously the bedrock of all performances, and the captain coming back must have helped the whole team really, but essentially the defence as well.
Definitely, yeah. Obviously having Skip back's massive for us, both on the pitch and off the pitch. He's been a voice, even when he has been injured, in the change rooms, helping us out, but just having him alongside you back there in the trenches with us is massive for us. Having his voice alongside you gives that reassurance sometimes, knowing that he's been through these experiences before, and he tells us things and how to deal with this, so he can help everyone. Obviously a fairly young squad, so there's definitely a lot of learning that we can take off him.
Great goal from Mo as well.
Very good, yeah. Obviously he's put over the bar, which we've given him a bit of stick for this season, but thankfully today it flew in the top corner, so credit to him. He's kept at it. It's been tough in the last few games, not had a lot of service from us, so I'm buzzing for him to get that goal.
Crowd were great today. It's sometimes difficult when you come into a game like this. It was a family fun day as well, so maybe one or two extra supporters, and it's just important to hear them doing the chanting again for you kind of thing.
Yeah, it's been very tough for them, so we appreciate the support that they've given us throughout the season. They've not had much to get behind, especially at home. It's been real tough. Obviously we know that as players, and we know that we need to give them something to get behind, and today I think we give that. I think they could see that we give everything out there. It was a massive game for us, and thankfully they stuck with us, and we appreciate the support. So yeah, stick with us for the last 10 games, however long it is, and we'll do everything we can to help us stay up.
Defence has come under some criticism, hasn't it, recently? How tough has it been for you as a defender?
I think rightly so. We've conceded too many goals, which is the bottom line, so questions are obviously going to come, but you can't, like I said earlier, you can't really sit there and feel sorry for yourselves and be like, oh, this is the way it's going to go. You've got to work hard on the training pitch, stick together out there, do the basics well, and today I think we epitomised that. Defended with our lives and kept the ball out the net, so that's a building block for us to start on.
These are the sorts of games that I think you stand up and puff your chest out. There are games when sometimes you are backs to the wall a little bit, as you were a little bit in the second half there, and that's when we see the best of Jack Tucker.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm a defender ultimately, so my job is to keep the ball out the net. Obviously, everything with the ball is always a bonus, but first and foremost, I want to keep clean sheets, defend, keep the ball out the net, head things, kick things if that has to be the way it's done, and then the rest is a bonus. But I think myself and the other defenders around me, collectively, that's the way we all feel now. It's not worth trying to be something that we're not and take all these stupid risks. So sometimes you got to win ugly, and today we've done that.
What do you think the mood's going to be like next week now with a win under your belt?
Yeah, obviously better. Obviously we haven't had a win in a while, so the confidence naturally starts to creep back in, but we're not getting carried away. That's only one win. We need a fair few more between now and the end of the season to keep us where we want to be, but that'll definitely give us that bit of belief that we can do it and we can win ugly, because ultimately that's probably the way a lot of the games are going to go between now and the end of the season.
It's not been the easiest of seasons here, but first home win to Boxing Day, will that help lift the mood and gain confidence for the upcoming home clashes between now and the end of the season?
Hopefully, yeah. Obviously, like I said earlier, we've not given them loads to cheer about this season. So it has been tough for them, and obviously their support is greatly appreciated by us, coming and following us away and getting right behind us. So hopefully that's a building block now that we can come here and feel confident that we'll give them 3 points when we do come to home games, because ultimately home games at this stage of the season are massive. It's our fortress. We want to make it tough for teams to come here and play. So if we can make this a winning place for us, then that'd be ideal.